What General Vagon has called the Battle of France is over. The Battle of Britain is about to begin. Upon this battle depends the survival of Christian civilization. Upon it depends our own British life and the long continuity of our institutions and our empire. The whole fury and might of the enemy must very soon be turned on us. Hitler knows that he will have to break us in this island or lose the war. If we can stand up to him, all Europe may be freed, and the life of the world may move forward into broad, sunlit uplands.
Once there were 4 children whose names were Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy. This story is about something that happened to them when they were sent away from London during the war because of the air raids. They were sent to live with a professor, in other words, with me, in my house in the heart of the country, 10 miles from the nearest railway station and 2 miles from the nearest post office. They were well enough behaved, although it didn't take them long to explore my house from top to bottom. It's quite large, with a good many rooms, you see. The youngest, Lucy, found herself particularly fascinated by one room in particular. Strange, because the room was completely empty, except for one large wardrobe on the southern wall. Well, after a time, she allowed herself the small joy of stepping in, to be completely surrounded by the soft, warm fur coats from within. But much to her surprise, she discovered that the wardrobe seemed to have no back at all. As she wandered in deeper and deeper, she soon discovered that she was no longer moving through coats at all, but rather
I say, these are trees, and this cold stuff is snow. This must be an enormous wardrobe. Should I look around for a bit? There's the other room. I can always get back if something goes wrong. What is this place? absolutely beautiful. But oh, how strange. A lamppost. Now, why would anybody put a lamppost in the middle of the forest?
Goodness gracious me!
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. I don't mean to be rude, but would I be right in thinking you're a daughter of Eve?
My name's Lucy.
But you are, forgive me, what they call a girl? A human?
Of course I'm human.
To be sure, terribly sorry, only I've never met a son of Adam or a daughter of Eve before. I am delighted. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tumnus.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
And may I ask, O Lucy, daughter of Eve, how have you come into Narnia?
Narnia? What's that?
Why, this is the land of Narnia, all that lies between the lamppost and the great castle at Cair Paravel on the eastern sea. Have you come from the wild woods of the west?
I got in through the wardrobe. In the spare room?
Alas, if I'd only worked harder at geography when I was a little fawn, I should no doubt know all about those strange countries. But too late now.
They aren't countries. They're only right back there. At least, I think so. It's summer there.
Meanwhile, it's winter here, and has been for ever so long. And we shall both catch cold if we stand here talking in the snow. O Lucy, daughter of Eve, from the far land of Spare where eternal summer reigns over the bright city of Wardrobe, would you do me the great honor of having tea with me?
Thank you very much, Mr. Tumnus, but I was wondering whether I should be getting back.
Oh, but it's just beyond that hill, and there will be a roaring fire, and toast, and sardines, and cake.
Well, that is very kind of you, but I shan't be able to stay long.
Of course. Right this way, if you will take my arm.
You said it didn't used to be winter, Mr. Tumnus?
Oh dear me, no. What summers we used to have. The whole forest green and laughing. And then the dryads, those are the tree spirits, you know, would come out and make merry. And the nymphs would join them. And we fawns would play our pipes for them. And then whenever old Bacchus himself would show up, why, the streams would be flowing with wine instead of water, and the whole forest would festival for weeks on end. That was before the winter, of course.
do love that too, but really, I must go home now. I only meant to stay for a few minutes.
It's no good now, you know.
No good? What do you mean? But I must go home. The others will be worried about me. Why, Mr. Tumnus, whatever is the matter? Mr. Tumnus, aren't you well? Do tell me what is wrong. What on earth are you crying about?
Oh, I'm such a bad fawn.
I don't think you're a bad fawn at all. You're the nicest fawn I've ever met. Mr. Tumnus.
You wouldn't say that if you knew. I don't suppose there's been a worse fawn since the beginning of the world.
But what have you done?
I've taken service with the White Witch. That's what. I'm in the pay of the White Witch.
The White Witch? Who is she?
Why, it is she who has all of Narnia under her thumb. She who makes it always winter. Always winter and never Christmas.
How awful. But what does she pay you for?
That's the worst of it. I'm a kidnapper for her. Would you believe I'm the sort of fawn to meet a poor innocent child in the wood and pretend to be friendly with it and invite it home to my cave, all for the sake of lulling it to sleep and then handing it over to her?
No, I'm sure you wouldn't do anything of the sort.
Oh, but I have!
Well, that was pretty bad, but you're so sorry for it that I'm sure you'll never do it again.
You don't understand. It's not something I have done. It's something I'm doing right now. This very minute.
What do you mean?
You are the child. I had orders if I ever saw a son of Adam or a daughter of Eve, I was to capture them and hand them over to her. You are the first I've ever met. I pretended to be friendly with you and invited you to tea. And the whole time I've been meaning to wait till you fall asleep and then go and tell her.
Oh, but you won't, will you? You mustn't, Mr. Tumnus.
And if I don't, she's sure to find out. And she'll have my tail cut off and my horn sawn off and my beard plucked out. And if she's especially angry, she'll turn me into stone. And I'll just be a statue of a fawn in her horrible house.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Tumnus, but please let me go home.
Of course I will. I see that now. I hadn't known what humans were like before I met you. But we must be off at once. I'll see you back to the lamppost. I suppose once we're there, you can get back to spare room and wardrobe.
I'm sure I can.
We must go as quietly as we can. The woods are full of her spies. Even some of the trees are on her side. Can you ever forgive me for what I meant to do?
Why, of course I can. And I do hope you don't get into trouble on my account.
I don't suppose I may keep the handkerchief?
Of course you can.
Then let us be off at once, and quietly.
I'm here. I've come back. I'm all right. It's all right. I've come back.
Come back? What on earth are you talking about, Lucy?
Haven't you all been wondering where I was?
So you've been hiding, have you? Poor old Lou, hiding and nobody noticed. You'll have to hide longer than that if you want people to start looking for you.
But I've been away for hours and hours.
Batty, quite batty.
Don't be silly, Lucy. We just came out of that room a moment ago, and you were there then.
She wasn't being silly at all. She was just making up a story for fun, weren't you, Lou?
No, I am not. It's a magic wardrobe. There's a wood inside it, and a fawn, and a witch, and it's called Narnia. Come and see.
Why, you goose? It's just an ordinary wardrobe. You can see the back of it.
Good joke, Lou. You sounded as if you really meant it.
I did mean it. Really and truly. It was all different a moment ago. I promise.
All right, Lou. That's going a bit far. You've had your fun now. Hadn't you better drop it? Come on, everybody. Let's go see if we can find a magic country in one of the bathrooms. Eh, Lou?
Edmund.
She must be hiding in the back. Lucy! Lucy! I'm here too! Edmund! She's just angry about how much I've been teasing her lately. I say, Lou! I'm sorry. You were right all along. Do come out. Just like some girl sulking somewhere and won't accept an apology. What's that?
Stop! And what, pray, are you?
My name is Edmund.
Is that how you address a queen?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't know.
Not know the Queen of Narnia. You shall know us better hereafter. But again, what are you? Are you an overgrown dwarf who has cut off its beard, perhaps?
No, Your Majesty. I've never had a beard. I'm a boy.
A boy? Do you mean you are a son of Adam? I see he's an idiot, whatever else he may be.
An idiot, Majesty.
Answer me! Are you a human?
Yes, Your Majesty.
And how, pray, did you enter my dominions?
Well, I just came in through the wardrobe, Your Majesty. I just opened a door and I was here.
A door from the world of men. I have heard of such things. This may wreck everything.
But he is only one and easily dealt with.
My poor child, how cold you look. Cold, tired, and hungry. Come, what would you like to eat?
Anything I like?
Do you doubt the queen's powers, boy?
Well, then, some Turkish delight, Your Majesty. Please?
So, do tell me, do you have any brothers or sisters?
One brother, 2 sisters.
4.
My little sister, Lucy, says she's been here before. Says she met a fawn called Mr. Tumnus. Stupid name. The others dote on her. Naturally.
I should very much like to meet your brother and sisters. Would you bring them to me?
I don't see why. They're nothing special. Oh, could I please have some more Turkish delight?
I'll make you a deal. You bring your brother and sisters to me, and I shall give you more Turkish delight.
More? A lot more?
She has rooms full of it in her house.
What else shall I do for this fine, noble young man? I know. I'll make you a prince besides. Yes, you bring the others to me, and I will make you a prince of Narnia.
Couldn't we go to your house now?
No, you must go back to your own country now, and come back to me another day. With them, you understand. It is no good you coming back without them. You must bring them along to my house, and then you may have all the Turkish delight you can eat.
But where is your house?
Show him.
Look over there. See those 2 hills? Her house stands between those 2 hills.
Now you bring your brother and sisters along to that house, and then I shall make you a prince. And, by the way, you needn't tell them about me. It will be ever so much more fun if it's a surprise. I'm sure a clever boy like you can figure out how to bring them along without mentioning me.
Why not?
Well, if your sister has met one of those silly fawns, she may have been told strange stories about me. Frightening stories. Fawns will say anything, you know. Now go along.
And don't you come back without them, just as Her Majesty says.
Edmund, I shall be very angry if you return without them.
Please, can I just have a bit more Turkish delight?
No! No. You must wait until next time. Don't forget, next time. So you got in too. Isn't it wonderful?
Okay, Lou, I see that you were right about this place after all, but where have you been?
Well, if I had known, I would have waited for you. I was having lunch with Mr. Tumnus. He's all right. The White Witch didn't hurt him at all. She never even found out he was helping me.
White Witch? Who's that?
She's a perfectly terrible person. She calls herself the Queen of Narnia, even though she has no right to be queen at all. And all the creatures of Narnia, at least all the good ones, simply hate her. She goes around in a sledge, pulled by white horses, and she can turn people into stone.
Who told you all that?
Mr. Tumnus the Fawn. He told me that...
Well, you can't believe everything you're told. Fawns will say anything, you know. But it's no good talking about it here. Let's go home.
Yes, let's. The others will have to believe in Narnia now that you've been here. What fun it'll be. Let's go tell them. Peter, Susan, it's all true. Edmund has seen it too. There's a country in the wardrobe. Edmund saw it. Go on, Ed. Tell them all about it.
What's this about, Ed?
Me and Lucy were playing, pretending that her story was all true. Just for fun, of course. There's nothing really in there.
Edmund?
See here, Ed. I don't know what's gotten into Lucy. She was just fine back in London, but you're being perfectly horrid about it.
I didn't think
You
that...
didn't think at all. That's the point. Come on, Susan. I've had enough of this. Let's settle this once and for all.
Wait! Oh, bother.
I must admit, Lucy, this wardrobe is much bigger than I thought.
Colder than you'd expect, too.
Just a little further now.
You know, Peter, it is rather cold and wet, too. Ew.
What happened?
Peter, this is a tree, and look, it's getting light over there.
By Jove! It's trees all around. And this wet stuff is snow. I'm sorry, Lucy. I didn't believe you. Forgive me?
Of course.
And you poisonous little beast, you lied. Apologize to Lucy right away.
Sorry, Lou.
Well, Lucy, I guess you're in charge. Where should we go? What should we do?
I think we should go pay a visit to Mr. Tumnus. His house isn't far. We just start here at the lamppost. Wait, what is this posted on it?
Let it be known that the fun Mr. Tumnus is under arrest and is awaiting trial on high treason against Her Majesty Jadis, Queen of Narnia, for comforting her enemies, harboring spies, and fraternizing with humans. Signed, Mogrim, Chief of Police.
I don't like it here. Perhaps we should go.
But we can't. Don't you see? I'm the human he met with. It's my fault he's in trouble. We must try and rescue him.
Fat lot of good we do. We don't even have any food.
Quiet, you. Lucy's right. We'll have to see if we can help.
Shh! Look! What was that? There it goes again!
I saw it too. It's hiding in those trees. To the left. What is it?
Whatever it is, it doesn't want to be seen.
It's the beaver! I saw the tail! Psst. Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
We're some of them.
Not so loud, please. We're not safe. Even here.
But there's no one around.
There are the trees. Most of them are on our side.
But even among them are those that would gladly betray us to her.
Wait, when it comes to talking about sides, how are we to know which side you're on? We're strangers here after all.
Edmund, quite right, quite right. Here is my token.
Oh, my handkerchief. The one I gave to Mr. Tumnus.
That's right. He got wind of the arrest and asked me if anything were to happen to him, if I could meet you here and take you. They say that Aslan is on the move.
Aslan?
Yes, but I can't tell you about that here. Come along home with me, and I'll tell you all over a nice warm supper. Come along. Here we are, Mrs. Beaver. I've found them. Here are the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve.
So you've come at last to think that I should be alive to see this day. Come in, come in.
Sit down. Make yourselves comfortable.
I'm sure you must be hungry. Dinner's just ready and we'll set out some extra bowls. Now then.
But tell us, what happened to Mr. Tumnus?
Oh, that's bad, that is. Last anyone saw him, he was being taken north. And that means he was taken to her house. Bad place that is. Full of statues. She turns people to stone, you know?
But sir, we have to do something. This fun saved my sister's life. Couldn't we, I don't know, try to sneak in or something?
It's no good, son of Adam. Least of all you trying. But now that Aslan is on the move...
Oh yes, tell us about Aslan.
Wait, who is Aslan? Aslan? Don't you know? He's the king. But not often here. Not in my father's time or my grandfather's time. But word is, he's back in Narnia at this moment. He'll settle the witch, and it's he that will rescue Mr. Tumnus, not you.
Won't the witch turn him to stone too?
Turn him to stone? Oh, son of Adam, what a simple thing to say. Why, if she can stand on her own 2 feet and look him in the face, it'll be the most she can do, and more than I expect of her. He'll put all to rights, as it says in an old rhyme in these parts. Wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. At the sound of his roar, sorrows will be no more. When he bares his teeth, winter shall meet its death. And when he shakes his mane, we shall have spring again. You'll understand when you meet him.
Shall we meet him?
Why, that's what I brought you here for. I'm to take you to the stone table to meet him.
But is Aslan a man?
Aslan a man? Certainly not. I tell you, he is the king of the wood, and the son of the great emperor over the sea. Don't you know who the king of beasts is? Aslan is a lion. The great lion.
I think I should be quite nervous to meet a lion.
That you will, son of Adam. If there's anyone who can appear before Aslan without their knees knocking, they're either braver than most, or just plain silly.
Then he isn't safe?
Safe? Who said anything about safe? But he's good. He's the king. You'll see.
But what about poor Mr. Tumnus?
The quickest way to help him is by getting to Aslan. Once he's with us, make him begin doing things. Not that we don't need you too, of course, for that's another old rhyme. When Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sits at Caraparavellan throne, the evil time will be over and done. So things must be coming to a close, now that you're here and he's here. It's said that once 2 sons of Adam and 2 daughters of Eve are crowned kings and queens of Narnia, it will be the end, not only of the witch's reign, but of her life. That's why she'll be extra cautious, knowing that there are 4 of you.
Hold on. Where's Edmund?
Edmund!
Whenever did he leave?
Is he outside?
What should we do, Mr. Beaver?
Do? Why, we must be off at once.
Quite right. We'll divide into search
Parties? Whatever for.
What, to find Edmund?
There's no point in looking for him.
What do you mean?
What I mean is, there's no point in looking for him, for we know where he's gone. Don't you understand? He's gone to her, to the White Witch. He's betrayed us all.
Oh, really? He wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't he?
But will he know the way?
Has he been here before?
Yes, I'm afraid he has.
And did he tell you who we met or what he did?
Well, no, he didn't.
Then mark my words. He has already met the White Witch and joined her side. He had the look of someone who has been with her and eaten her food. You can always tell. Something about the eyes. Treacherous.
If he tells her about the stone table, she'll sledge down there, cut us off, stop us from reaching Aslan.
That isn't what she'll do first. Not if I know her. The moment Edmund tells her, you're all here, she'll sledge down here, straight away, this very night. And if Edmund's been gone for half an hour, she'll be here in 20 minutes.
We haven't a moment to lose. We must get out of here at once.
Well, when I'm king of Narnia, first thing I shall do is make some decent roads. Took me far too long to get here. Ah! Oh, that's right. They did say that she turns her enemies to stone. I bet you were that fond that Lucy was going on about. Serves her right. In fact... Ha! Look at you now, stupid fawn. Ah! Oh, it's only a statue. Can't hurt me. Who's there? Stand still and tell me who you are! Please, sir. My name is Edmund. I'm the son of Adam that Her Majesty met in the wood the other day. And I've come to tell her that my brother and sisters are in Narnia. She wanted to see them.
I will tell Her Majesty. Stand still on this spot as you value your life.
Well, when I'm king of Narnia, first thing I shall do is get rid of him.
Well, well, fortunate favorite of the queen, or else not so fortunate. She comes.
How dare you come alone? Did I not tell you to bring the others with you?
Please, your majesty, I've done the best I can. They're not far now. Only a little up the river with the beavers.
Is this all your news?
No, your majesty. They said that Aslan was in Narnia.
What? Aslan? Is this true? If I find you have lied to me.
Please, Your Majesty, I'm only repeating what they said. They said something about a stone table, too.
Dwarf, make ready our sledge.
Right away, Majesty.
Margaret, go immediately to the beaver's house. Kill all you find there.
Yes, Majesty. It will be a pleasure.
And as for you, you come with me.
Best keep down here as much as possible. You won't be able to bring your sledge down here.
It's all right. Come and see. It isn't her.
Ooh, here's a nasty knock for the witch. It looks as if her power is already crumbling.
What do you mean?
Didn't you know that the witch's magic made it always winter and never Christmas?
I will admit, she kept me out for a long time. But Aslan is on the move. The witch's power is weakening.
Father Christmas!
Yes, Lucy. And now, presents. Mrs. Beaver, I believe you would like a new sewing machine. I'll leave it at your dam for you to return to. And Mr. Beaver, I think you'll find your roof repaired and a new sluice gate installed.
Thank you, sir.
Peter, Adam's son. These are for you. They're tools, not toys. But the time to use them is near at hand. Bear them well.
I thank you, sir.
Susan, daughter of Eve. Use this bow only in times of great need, for I do not think you are meant for fighting. Thank you. Lucy, daughter of Eve. This vial contains juice from the fire flowers on the mountain of the sun. A single drop will cure the worst of wounds. And this dagger is to defend yourself. But again, I do not think you are meant for the battle.
No, sir.
And now I must be off, but I think you'll find you'll arrive at your destination soon. Long live the true King of Narnia. Merry Christmas!
Well, that was something, wasn't it? But time to be moving on now. All the more reason to get to Aslan as fast as we can.
You know, I don't think I want my coat on anymore. It's feeling rather warm.
I think you're right. And look, the snow is melting. I can see mud underneath.
What are these little purple things?
Crocuses! And look here, snowdrops.
This is Aslan's doing. You mark my words. This is spring.
Majesty, I have failed you. When I arrived, the house was empty, and the traitors had escaped.
I see.
They must have reached the stone table by now, and your sledge is useless in this thaw.
Thaw? This is spring. Can't you hear the river running?
Silence! We must go directly to the stone table. After all, we still have this one.
Would it not be wiser to kill him now, Majesty? After all, 3 cannot fill 4.
I said silence! Are you my counselor or my slave?
If you would forgive me, I do not believe Aslan would be so quick.
If any of you mentions that name again, she shall instantly be killed.
Go on, Peter. You're the eldest. You go first.
That's right. Sons of Adam, before animals.
Welcome, son of Adam and daughters of Eve. Welcome, beavers. But where is the other son of Adam?
I'm sorry, Aslan. It's partly my fault. I think I wasn't a very good big brother to him, and now he's gone off and joined the White Witch.
Oh, Aslan, can you save him?
I will do everything to save your brother, little one, but it will not be easy.
Peter!
My mistress, the Queen of Narnia and Empress of the Lone Islands, desires a safe conduct to come and speak with you on a matter which is as much to your advantage as it is to hers.
Will you put up your weapons and let her approach? Or shall I kill you all now?
Peace, wolf. I will speak to your mistress.
Aslan, are you sure this is a good idea?
We shall see what she says, Lucy.
Aslan,
Jadis, have you come to surrender the boy to me?
come now, Aslan. He is a traitor. You know the deep magic, which states that every traitor belongs to me as my lawful prey, and that for every treachery, I have a right to kill. And so this human creature is mine. His life is forfeit to me. His blood is my property. And unless I have blood, as the law says, all Narnia will be overturned and perish in fire and water.
This is true, but I will talk with you alone. Come.
I am so sorry. Well, never mind.
It's all right. I'm glad you're back safe.
And don't worry, Aslan will get it all straightened out.
The witch has renounced her claim to the son of Adam. He is free.
Yeah! How do I know you will do as you have promised?
Now, Edmund, son of Adam, come with me. You and I have many things to discuss.
Lucy, what are you doing up?
I had a terrible feeling that something was very wrong.
Me too. Do you think Aslan knows something?
He seemed very sad this evening. Do you suppose something is happening?
Look! There he goes! Aslan!
Children, why are you following me?
We couldn't sleep. Aslan, may we join you?
I would be glad for the company tonight, but you must promise to stop when I tell you.
All right.
Oh, yes.
And children, will you place your hands on my mane?
Aslan, why are you so sad?
It is nothing, child, but Now the time has come. You must stop now. No matter what happens, you must not let yourselves be seen. Farewell.
But I don't want to leave him alone like this.
Come on, Lou. We promised.
You fool! You actually caved! Seize him! Bind him to the stone table!
She can't. Lucy, get down. Fight them, Aslan. Roar.
Will you get down? Know that you have accomplished nothing. Once my work is done here, I will kill those humans, and Narnia will be mine forever. You have lost your own life, and not saved his. In that knowledge, despair and die! Quickly! To the traitors' camp! Summon the hags and the witches! The wargs, the wolves, and the ogres! We go to war!
How could they?
Look! What are those?
Where is he? Has he defeated her? Why does he lie there? He was our rescuer. So still, so loud, not a whisper of prayer. In the light of our earth, heaven's flow through white air. Let us roll the fetters from his royal feet. Let us lift the cords from off his kingly sides. The death of every joy upon this table lies, and the hope of every beast with us and dies.
Lucy! What did they do to him? He's gone! And look, the stone table is broken in half!
What? What does this mean? Is this more magic?
It is indeed more magic.
Aslan!
But how, Aslan? We saw her kill you.
She was correct about the deep magic, but had she looked further back, she would have known of a deeper magic still, that if one who has done no wrong should be killed in the place of a traitor, the stone table would crack and death itself would be reversed. But quickly, we have much to do this night. Come, children, to the witch's castle. It is finished.
Edmund!
Quickly, Lucy, the cordial.
Oh, yes.
You did it, Ed. We never could have done it without you. You thought to break the witch's wand. Otherwise, she would have just kept turning people to stone. Now, what did you two get up to?
Aslan took us to the witch's castle, and he brought all the statues back to life.
Which reminds me, Peter, Edmund, I'd like you to meet Mr. Tumnus.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Tumnus.
Your Majesty, I'm honored.
Your Majesty, what's that supposed to mean?
Why, don't you remember? When Adam's flesh and Adam's bone sit at Cair Paravel enthroned, the evil time will be over and done.
Children, the witch and her army have been defeated. Now come and let the ancient prophecy be fulfilled.
If you would like more information about classical Christian education, or you would like to support classical Christian education in Canada, please see the links below.